Da una Viterbo bagnatissima sotto la postazione dei commissari di percorso gare finite vi raccontiamo come è iniziata oggi con i warm-up
e il protagonista del sabato.
Third and last day of racing here in Viterbo. We are in the middle of the warm-up, in this case for the OKJ category. The drivers are checking the weight, but I want to talk with one driver particularly. Dean, how are you?
Good.
I don't know how it will be today, but yesterday you were the hero of the day because you recovered 21 and 20 positions from the grid. How was the secret?
Yeah, no, yesterday was a great day. A lot of positions as well, so very tired at the end of the day. But no, I'm really happy about that day. It was a really special day.
You had a bit of pressure because of the problem you got in the qualifying, maybe?
Yeah, no, but I'd say a good recovery and we'll see in the pre-final.
Come sempre voi su Instagram ci chiedete di mostrarvi degli aspetti della gara e noi
Ve lo mostriamo sia su Instagram ma anche qui su YouTube.
guardatevi questa infilata di 3 servizi. WSK does to show mechanics working and we go under the CRG tent. The world champion Jeremy Davis, ciao Jeremy, is working, but what are you doing? Changing the gear?
Yes,
Longer or shorter?
short.
Che fa? Beve la benzina?
Sta tirando la benzina, sta riempiendo il carburatore. Cambia filtro.
È come il vino, più invecchia.
Vedete, buono.
Ah, quindi l'hai mordicchiato per ammorbidirlo, guarda che trucco! Poi passaggio attraverso queste asole che ti sei creato tu e poi il tubo arriva fino al carburatore. Altra mordicchiata o no? Sì. Ti fidi del tuo meccanico?
Sì, più o meno.
Ciecamente. Come più o meno? We asked what do you want to see from this race and they asked for you, so how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
How is your racing until now?
I mean, quite difficult. We started from the back after qualifying, did not have so much speed, but the race was quite chaotic, to be honest. A lot of contact since the track. Yeah, the lines are quite tight.
A lot of fight.
Yeah.
This isn't your best race in my
No,
opinion
sure
because
not, but-
we saw you with a very good performance in the last races starting from last year. We were
Yeah.
impressed.
Yeah.
This race, you don't like the track maybe?
Yeah, I guess so. It's quite difficult to drive in KZ. I would say it's a track more for OK Junior,
Yeah, correct,
Mini,
correct.
something like that. But yeah, we're trying our best.
So you have to say hi at Pierpaolo Pare sometimes. Ciao Pierpaolo. Ciao. We ask every time what do you want to see from this race and they asked for the Sigma KZ. This is a new model compared to the one competing last year.
Everything is like a new model. The chassis stay more or less the same. You know, some support change, the support for the gearing have changed. You know, more resistance as well. The support for the exhaust as well have changed. More stable. You can drive everywhere in the world with different tires, and you are always competitive.
You are doing a fantastic job with
Thank you.
all the components.
It's really precise, like
Yeah, absolutely.
everything. You have never like a default, like a movement. Everything is really straight.
The support of the disc is really particular because you have only 3 points.
Only treat and it's really free, you know. It's like really efficacious on the braking points, like you don't have a vibration, nothing, so it's really good. You don't consume the brake pads. We always have to think for the hobby driver,
using
you
it.
know.
Se siete curiosi di vedere com'è il posto guida di un pilotino alto meno di 1,40 m,
Guardatevi il prossimo servizio.
Mattia, buongiorno, spieghiamo un attimo questo kart speciale per un pilota speciale, special driver Joel Sayer.
Yes.
Sayer. He's special because how tall you are? 1.39. For the OKJ category, we have to say you are not so tall. You come from the mini, but you wanted to challenge in this category. And from what I heard and what I saw, you are doing very well. We want to show your driving position. Pedaliera, la cosa principale è la pedaliera.
L'abbiamo dovuta rialzare dato che lui è molto piccolo avendo le gambe molto corte, l'abbiamo avvicinata il più possibile, c'è veramente poco spazio con i braccetti, esatto, quindi siamo molto al limite, siamo saliti e abbiamo avvicinato il più possibile.
Indietro al massimo.
Abbiamo usato dei pedali più piccoli del mini kart, essendo che ha il piede molto piccolo. Va bene, abbiamo messo il rialzo qua per il cavo dell'acceleratore per farlo rimanere il più dritto possibile. Abbiamo messo uno spessore al volante, abbiamo fatto un extra foro al supporto del piantone proprio per avvicinarlo ancora di più. Sedile del mini kart più la spugna per rialzarlo ancora di più.
Poi una montagna di peso perché
2 kg sulla pedaliera, 1,5 kg qua, 7 di lato, 3,5 sotto e 7 dietro.
It seems you are comfortable.
Yeah.
Which are the main difficulties in this category?
Sometimes it's a bit hard to steer.
Hard to steer. Voi lo aiutate un po' con l'assetto?
Cerchiamo di metterglielo più leggero possibile proprio perché è piccolino, quindi la forza non è che ne ha tante rispetto a un ragazzo più grande, quindi cerchiamo di fare il massimo per renderglielo il più facile possibile.
Viterbo rientra nel circuito delle gare internazionali
E noi ve lo facciamo vedere con un onboard.
Vi lasciamo con gli highlights delle gare e una sorpresa che ha sorpreso appunto tutti, ovvero in OKJ non è finita come è finita, in quanto Iskender Zulfikari è stato penalizzato, Ogendorn ha guadagnato i punti necessari per diventare campione ai danni di Baglin.
Ma adesso guardatevi gli highlights e noi ci vediamo alla prossima.
Ciao!
Ciao!
Jan Elgrea. It does not matter, he is the champion. We take a look at the highlights. Platon Kovtunenko, the Ukrainian by the Moroccan. Nice pass in the raid, down into the hairpin. And from there, the Porsche racing driver just drove away from the pack. Josh was in P3, seated the place to Colton Snigenberg. Snigenberg going by to take Elga Howdy. The Ward racing driver in P2. But it was Platon Kovtunenko, the driver from Ukraine, the team from Ukraine, based at the Chaika circuit. Of course, Yellow, the race has officially started. We expect to do 2 laps full course Yellow as they officially complete. We race in the pouring rain. Yanni in second, there is Pettigol second. The Birrell Art driver looks across. Pettigol fires it down the inside. This changes the championship. We are looking at Pettigol, who shoots to the outside. He uses the banking through the carousel. Yanni, Ratashki takes the both of them. Stan Ratashki, Pettigol around the outside. Vice, Il Bergamaschino. We wait to see where Lazaro crosses the line. Pettigol wins! From pole position, Henry Domain takes the title. WSK Supermaster Series OK Junior Champion 2025. Domain wins. Baglin takes the title. From pole position, Henry Domain raced into the race lead, and from there the Englishman would not be denied a fabulous victory here at Leopard International Circuit, Viterbo. Good drive from Devon Waltz. Would finish on the podium. For most of the race he was in second place, but Noah Baglin lighting up the timing screens, and this was the move that effectively gave the Brit the WSK Supermaster Series title. Down the inside, Zulfikari just sent it on Dean. Villapiana coming together with the Turk. Dean did not panic as Villapiana into the back of Zulfikari. Green, the two Williams F1 Academy juniors, and Hugendorn back into P4. That would have given him the title. But on the last lap of the race, he would lose the place to Iskander Zulfikari. Baglan closing in to get within 0.8 of a second of Henry Domain. Domain takes the victory. Baglan second. Devon Waltz third. Iskander misses the podium by a single position. There's Ella Hakkinen and Christian Kostoja in 23rd. We take a look at the highlights of OK. Kostoja from pole position. Great start from Jensen. Kenzo Craigie around the outside. A super move. And it looked briefly as though the Englishman would win the race as Christian Kostoja, trying to take the title, ran off the road into turn 9 effectively. That was the end of his championship hopes. Kenzo Craigie pulled out almost a 1 second lead, but Jindrik Peschel did not panic. He just waited for his opportunity. Went by the Englishman, Jensen Burnett, muscling by Dries van Langendonk for the final step of the podium. Denied last week in Franciacorta, not today here at Viterbo. Jindrik Peschel wins round 5 of the WSK Supermaster Series. Alessio Scabini, who crosses the line in P9. We started the KZ2 final on a dry-ish track. Bertolka into the lead, Marcus Kayak and Senna van Walstein. Look how good the conditions were around about 20 minutes ago. Kayak, Bertolka, Senna van Walstein fighting for grip. Vasile back in P4. Over the Ripple Strip, it was Days of Thunder style here at Viterbo. Kayak and Senna van Walstein, spectacular. It was like a D1 Japanese drifting display here at Viterbo. Bertolka, Senna van Walstein, Daniel Vasile, and then it rained. Marcus Kayak racing into the lead. The Estonian handling the conditions, the best of most. And then Christian Bertolka, the gap stayed at about 2 seconds in the pouring rain before Bertolka narrowed the gap down to the Estonian. Slammed it up the inside, did Christian Bertolka. Marcus back into P1. Torrential rain mid-race. Bertolka inadvertently running into the back of the Estonian, apologising as he did so, but racing away to take a 15-second victory. And the rain eased up as he crossed the line to take the checkered flag. Christian Bertolka wins the final round of the WSK Supermaster Series. Senna van Walstein is the WSK Supermaster Series champion. The highlights of the race, a great start from Nicola Stanley, who came from the outside of the second row of the grid. Lucas Palacio from the outside of the front row. They both got by Alexander Legenki, and the two Americans pulled away. The gap was out to 0.6 of a second. The sun came out to shine the track almost forming a dry line. And the Henza kart for MP Motorsport of Nicola Stanley running into the back of his countryman. It was a messy finish. Lucas fighting with Stanley. The final few corners, the checkered flag was waving. The Stars and Stripes dominating our timing screen. Lucas takes the victory. Nicola punches the steering wheel.